What's up, bros? Doing a little trade recap today. Making $4,006.92. So now I'm at $54,067 on a demo account. Hide my drawings really quick. Okay. Here is the trade. Entered longs here. 3 contracts. Took a partial at internal liquidity. And then I kind of just let it ride. Well, not for too long. If I held this until now, I would, hold on. Okay. Yeah, bro. So if I held till all-time highs, like I thought we would have gone, I could have made a lot more. But my free period was coming to an end, so I just got out. And I still made 4 bands, so I don't care. It's a winning trade, so. But, so I'll go over it. Yeah, no market replay. That's gay. But, okay. Let me remove my drawings. Okay. So coming into the day, obviously really bullish, trading at all-time highs. This daily gap held through the retracement, so I could tell that we'd be bullish. Only looking for longs, or not the 1 hour. Let me go to the 4. 4 hour. Is this our 10? Yeah, this is our 10. So, what do we have on the 4? Man, what was I looking at on the 4? I mean, had some bullish structure, retracing. Didn't actually break structure here. This gap, it's a little close to tell. I think, no. This gap partially held. I wasn't concerned about that though, because if we're in bullish structure, we shouldn't be a problem. And looking, we had these 4-hour highs, which was one of my targets. We had this here, a little internal liquidity on the lower time frame, which was my first target. Coming into the day, this candle, we swept liquidity. This was also previous day high, which was another target. And then we don't have any bearish gaps except for this tiny little gap here, which I often just kind of disregard that. But other than this tiny thing here, we had nothing stopping us from reaching all-time highs again. And you can see we did. I was pretty confident that we would. Well, actually, coming into the day, obviously everybody knows the government fucking shut down the other day because our congressmen are gay. But we still had news, still came out on time, still had volatility, which is pretty surprising. I wasn't expecting much, but well, here on the hourly, huge displacement in pre-market during Asia, I think. Swept some lows, and then instantly we just come back up, inverse that gap. So that's just supporting my bullish bias. And then also this hourly gap held from the previous Is that previous week? Yeah. Previous week gap held. Create some gaps on our way up. Never actually touched them, but it's fine. 8 a.m. candle. Alright. 30-minute. You know, yep, same. Bullish structure. Let me see. This gap, it got like edged. It got, this gap held. Let me see. Honestly, it was so choppy. Wasn't really much to go off of, but I was still confident that we're going to be bullish. I mean, 15-minute structure, 5-minute structure, and then, well, I'll just stay here and we'll go into why I took a trade. So, market open, we shoot up, and that's just not enough for me to take a long. If I see this huge displacement up, it's and like, I mean, we also 8:15 we had non-farm, so we swept our daily low, and that's still just not enough for me. I couldn't take longs. I didn't want to go off that alone. I knew huge displacement from back testing. I know that we're just gonna get a retracement, or we can dump like we did at 9:45, and then sweep our market lows or market open lows. I'm looking at ES while I'm doing this too. I'm keeping track of both. Trying to look for, where are we? Yeah, okay. Let me hide this. So yeah, I'm looking at ES here too. So ES took data lows, but it was a long time ago. It was like an hour before market open. So, and then, all right, main thing here, huge displacement down following this, and we inverse the newly created gap, sweep lows again, sweep our sell side, and so at this point, I was kind of debating whether I could be able to trade or not, because obviously I said I'm not expecting much, and when I see this, it's kind of iffy. Luckily, we just correct it, like just like that, no hezzy. Correct this we inverse this gap, swept these lows. ES actually set these equal lows. Are they equal or relative? 525, 550. No, 520. Yeah, okay, yeah. ES sets equal lows down here. So I was a little skeptical for longs after that because I didn't want to see price retrace to that. Or well, actually, if it did, I probably would have been looking at a nice long. I was longs the whole day, even after seeing the huge displacement down. That didn't stop me at all. But after we correct this displacement and we inverse that 5-minute gap, at this point I'm looking for entries. So what do we get? We had our inverse. As you can see, little 2-minute gap is holding. I usually just don't care for that, but and then, well, we go through our retracement. Also, another reason I didn't take a trade at the top of this is we had news at 10 PMI. There's our data wick. And so, oh, my drawings are back. Okay. Well, yeah. We had this data wick. So I just gave myself an ultimatum, and I could say either, let me see if I can, we'll either like come down to our data wick and then go up. Wait. Can it stop, bro? Jeez Louise. Or we'll do what we did, respect 2-minute gaps. And when I saw this, when I saw that we're re-entering bullish structure following this, I was like, yeah, I'm suited for an entry here. I mean, followed all my rules. I had strong bullish bias. We aren't respecting bearish gaps. We are, other than this one, because it got displaced through, but we're respecting bullish gaps. And then I just enter off the 2-minute. So there, you can see my entry. And then as for my targets, trendline liquidity here, internal high. My first target, as you can see, internal high here. That's also where I move my stop break even. Yeah, when I entered the trade, I put my stop right here, 3 contracts. So that was what? 18 and 93, 25 some points. So 500 a contract, 1500. I was risking 1500 on this trade. Now if I was on a prop firm and not my demo account, probably would have gone only 2 contracts to make that like a $1,000 risk, but since I'm only on demo, I'm just using 3. And then yeah, so I hold, we reach that internal high. That's also where I go break even, make it risk free. And next I'm targeting previous day high. Nice strong draw. We do hit it, not until after I had to sell, because at this point it's what, 10:56. So yeah, my class was ending. I could have held this throughout the day. Realistically, I wouldn't be doing that like ever, so that's why I didn't, because I'm just trying to trade like how I would right now before I attempt to pass a funded. But yeah, I just let my 2 contracts ride. And what I like to do when I know we have a nice strong draw, being the previous day high and all-time highs, I really like to just let my trades ride. So I let this thing run, and at this point my stops break even. I see this low. I see another low get created. We have a protected low here. I move my stop up, and then again move my stop up when we make a new low. And that's usually how I like doing things. I like just trailing my stop behind the the second most recent created protected low. And then at that point, because I mean, if we break structure down, there's really no point in being in that trade anymore. And I'm not going to be greedy either. I mean, four bands, that's already pretty incredible profits for me. From 3 contracts, that's dope. But yeah, well, price did exactly what I thought it would. We went back to all-time highs, so yeah, that was the trade. Pretty surprised at the price action we got. Let me see, what else did I do? I mean, confluence-wise, I might have had. What am I looking for? I think we did, when we displaced up, we did clear out the 30-minute fair value gap. I do like using these fair value gap SMTs. It's pretty cool how that works. But that's pretty much all there was to it, bro. Enter off the 2-minute fair value gap after we correct the displacement, inverse the 5-minute fair value gap, and we continue with bullish structure. Go to previous day highs, all-time highs. Pretty textbook. But yeah, That's it. Thanks for watching. And I think I will be able to live trade tomorrow. Or I'll be doing my thought process and shit because I don't got school tomorrow. And then we just have unemployment claims, so if the price action was anywhere near as good as it was today, hopefully I can catch another nice trade. We'll see how this whole government crap plays out though. But yeah. Adios.